all protocols observed, you're all welcome to RC Accra-Spintex. Today is a very important day for us here at Accra-Spintex, and on behalf of the board, I welcome you all event. Today's event is a fundraiser about exciting and artistic. This is the second in the series offered on the club. The last one was, which was our maiden one, was last year. We launched on our 10th anniversary. Very exciting. This year, we believe will be much more exciting. Welcome everybody. This event is to raise funds for our projects, and I'll invite our project chair to give us highlights of what we want to use the fund for. So, let them kindly come up and help us with the details of the project we want to use the funds for, and how much we are looking for. Thank you. I'm sorry, so before you go on with that, let's invite Mr. One. And somebody help. Well, without taking too much of your time, up to you, our chairman here. Our chairman is the president of our class, as of now, Emmanuel. Please, you're welcome. We're happy to have you to chair this event for us. And on that note, let me invite the chairman to give us a brief address. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, President. And good morning to everybody. I'm happy to chair the occasion, and it's a privilege I consider highly. First of all, let me congratulate the Rotary Club of Accra-Spintex for this innovative event. Like the President said, this is the second in the series, and I hope it doesn't end with this year. I had a chat with CP Sika yesterday, and we agreed that next year we shall have it at the stadium. So what this means is that we should be able to excite people to pick up the challenge and start doing what is best. So for two things, for me I'm excited because this is one of the rare platforms you can have to unearth talents and skills and people's creative ability. And I'm hoping that we'll be able to start thinking of what we can do with whatever God has previously endowed us with. The parable of the talents comes handy. You don't hide any talents you have. And then second of all, I would like to encourage all of us to find a way to monetize whatever hobby we have, whatever skill, whatever trade there is. So in your old age, especially as some of us approach retirement, we have something that comes handy. For those of us who speak the investment language, we always say you should develop multiple streams of income. None of them is too small. Don't just rely on one source. And artwork like this that you may start today can earn you a fortune in future. So I wouldn't want to talk much. I just want to wish all of us a happy painting time, and I hope you'll be able to enjoy the session. Thank you very much. Thank you. I need to perform a quick ceremony before I sit down. Assistant Governor Ernest Owusu-Afare was supposed to be here, but he sent me to do something on his behalf. Because it's a fundraiser, he has graciously asked that I do this presentation on his behalf. He has given a check of 5,000 Ghana cedis to help with the event. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, quickly enough. Before we move on to address from our PDG, can we all have some let's sing one song? Maybe Jenny, can you please speak us sing one song?
Michael. We'll sing two songs. The first is Rotary, the Way to Be. If you can't sing, just hum along. Rotary, the way to be. 1, 2. Rotary, the way to be. A leader with respect, ever humble, speaking the truth always, never a lie to tell. Give me your hand, my friend. Rotary is good. Let every good man raise his helmet and gloves.
Give me the Rotary.
To carry our message of service and love.
Give me the Rotary.
Give me love.
Give me the Rotary. Give me the Rotary.
Truth is alright, love is alright. Give me the Rotary. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. This is the first
PG 1, PG Emmanuel, and AG Kofi, PPs, RPs, all protocols of there. Thank you very much. You've been welcome already, so I think I'll just go straight to the point. Our meeting here today for this party is to raise fund for our school, a school block, a KG block that we intend building for old Lashibi Basic School. This thing started in 2012. The history of this whole thing is from 2012 when we weren't doing something in the school and we saw the deplorable state in which the school was. So Accra-Spintex adapted it. And when we adapted it, what we did was we did some original work there first, renovated the whole school, painting and everything. Next, we gave them, we finished their ICT lab and gave them some computers. The next thing we did was to finish the library. We had a room, a computer room, we renovated, put shelves in there, and gave them books, set up a library for them. Just when we were doing this, there was a heavy rainfall. And the rainfall ripped off the roof and started the roofing structure, which used to serve as the KG classroom. And so we decided to build something for them. When we went and applied to TMA to build something for them, we went with a single story thing to build. At TMA said we can build anything but a story building. So we took the challenge and we started. If I should give you the breakdown, this structure is going to contain 4 classrooms, 14 seater toilets or 14 toilets, a sick bay, a library, 1 ICT center, and 3 offices for teachers. The project is estimated to cost us $195,000. And we've broken it down into phases. Phase 1, which is the design evacuation, excavation and foundation works, cost us $179,551, which is completed. The second phase, which is the self-structural outfitting, that's really at a cost of $38,989. our next stage, which we are now, for which we call upon you to support us with funds, is the oversight concrete and ground floor superstructure works. And this is estimated to cost us 255,576. This is so as we meet here, we are here to raise 255,000 and more. So this is the budget we have for you. And Mr. Chairman, I think you work towards that for us, and you raise that. Thank you very much, and counting on your support.
Thank you so much. So 255,000, because of the dollar current exchange rate, it's still so huge, but that translates to just about $20,000. If you're the right,
yes,
that's about $20,000.
About $30,000. It's not much.
Yes.
It's the cities that make it.
Yes. Okay, so Kenny David says, PDG beside our chef for us, and then we just go over there. Now, please help me call on PDG Amaka and PDG and then you do the system. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, my job here is very simple. I'm here with a group of artists, and our job is precisely to excite the artists in you. This is because, we wouldn't tell you that if we didn't know you were all artists. And we wouldn't excite the artists in you if we didn't know you don't think of yourself as artists. I met a lady at an art exhibition immediately after the COVID. And I asked her how she got into art, and she told me that, just before the COVID, a friend of hers invited her to take some art lessons. I said, why me? So, I'm not an artist, but the friend insisted that she came along. So she took 2 weeks art lessons, and then the lockdown came. So during the lockdown, she felt, she could do something. So she started doing something. And what she did was the kind of works she was exhibiting. And believe me, I thought they were photographs.
Wow.
The kind of drawings and paintings I found on exhibition, I thought, wow. Even me, I'll struggle to do those things. And these works were coming from a lady who refused to go or to join her colleague to take art lessons. She didn't think of herself as an artist, let alone start art lessons. So, for those of you who prior to this moment have told me that, I'm not an artist, P.P. Shika is one of them. I'm not an artist, and if you even give me this, I can't do it. There is hope for all of you. And this is so because every human being comes here as an artist, as an engineer, and as a scientist. Because if you think of all the professions in the world, they all come down to one thing: how to survive this place. We need food, shelter, clothing, buildings, everything, just to survive. So art is simply about how to make your life better. The means by which you make your life better. It could be in architecture, engineering, or whatever. It's all about art. So everybody has some creativity in them. And this is a creativity we are targeting today. You may have felt, that edge within you. You may not have, pursued it, or you pursued it and left it somewhere and did law, banking, investment, architecture, or something like that. The good news is that everything is where you last left it. You can go there and pick it up, and from here become somebody you never thought you could. I'm here to do this with a group of artists, and I would like to introduce them to you. They are Betty Aqua, please stand up and wave. She's one of Ghana's few female artists. And next to her is Vicky Ado. She's also one of Ghana's few female artists. I use the term few female artists because in most art exhibitions, or most Ghanaian artists are male. You know, the women train as artists, they get married and you never hear of them again. Probably sometimes after school, they have 1 or 2 exhibitions, they get married, they start having children, and then that's the end. But these are people who, after school, have had exhibitions, they have gotten married, they have had children, and still doing art. Shall we give them a hand of applause? Then there is also Maitri Roy. She's an Indian Ghanaian. She has lived in this country for so many years, and she also started art, got married, had children, and still doing art. And then we have Seth Aubrey Atto. And then we have my namesake, Amarkine Kwe. And then Lawrence Ajiman. Now, the good thing about these artists is that if you look behind you, they have their works on display. And the idea is that you go have a look at their works, get inspired, and as a result of that inspiration, we give you the opportunity to also attempt what you see there. You can do it. Even if you cannot do it, you can do it another day or some other time. You can decide that, okay, after this event, I'm going to get in touch with 1 or 2 of the artists to teach me or to continue the lessons. You can do it. The other good news is that since today is a fundraiser, all the artworks there are for sale. You can decide to support this cause by buying any of the artworks. There are some also in the middle here. They are miniatures. You can acquire them to serve as inspiration, to serve as guidance. And so this is just about what this event is all about. I remember whilst in art school, there was this story of a group of people who wanted to raise funds to support a good cause. And so they were art students, so they were going around the town, and then they went to this restaurant and then met an old man, and then the old man just signed his signature for them, and they sold it. And they made so much money. And this old man was called Pablo Picasso. So this is the value of art. So anything you are going to do here this afternoon is of great value. You never know when, maybe 10 years or 20 years down the line, your artwork will be pulled out of the studio and say, well, I did this work 20 years ago, and it was my first attempt at doing art. And you will be surprised at the value of it. And for the children who have not yet lost their ability to be artists like we, the adults, there is great hope for you. The whole thing is that none of us professional artists here are here in any capacity as examiners. We are not here to criticize your work. We are here to make things easy for you to express yourself. We are not here to see how close your work is to ours, how perfect it is. We are here just to inspire you to do anything that you are comfortable with, that you are happy with. Even if you are not happy with it now, you could be happy with it tomorrow. Because sometimes in real life scenarios, you may do something, write something, and then 5 years down the line, you go back, read it, or see whatever you have done, and you'll be surprised. What was going through me when I wrote this piece, or I did this thing? You'll be surprised at how creative and how talented you are. So please, feel free, express yourself the way you feel will make you happy. And that's when you are able to achieve that, you will have done your life's purpose. Please, welcome once again, and feel free to please. I'll keep this simple, if any of you have any questions or any observations, you can approach any of us here, any artists here. But I want to impress upon you that because it's a fundraiser, as much as possible, try to support this cause. The project the club has embarked on costs a lot of money. So please patronize the artist's work so that at the end of the day, we'll be smiling to the bank and smiling to the project site as well. Thank you very much. Chairman President.